So today's the big day. Going to see my buddy Andrew. Just got here to his detailing shop, and he's going to be putting on a 5-year ceramic coating. So let's just pull up and go see what's going to happen today.
Hey, good morning. Welcome.
Hey,
good to see you.
Yeah, it's the big day. We've been talking about this for a while.
Yes, it has. It's a good day for it. The weather's nice. I think we're gonna have a nice day.
Well, I'm looking forward to seeing what you're going to do and giving everybody a look.
Yes, me as well. I can't wait to see the finished results.
The best time, if you're going to detail and get a ceramic coating, is when a vehicle is brand new.
Absolutely.
And why is that?
Well, brand new, there's less defects, less road contamination, ends up being less cost for the customer.
One thing that I wanted to touch on, and I wanted to talk to you about this before we get started, a lot of people have said that this Maverick has really soft paint. A lot of cars, I guess, nowadays with the more modern paints, they've changed formulations over the years to be more environmentally friendly. And the paints of today's cars aren't maybe as good as what they were 10, 20 years ago.
Right. No, that's absolutely true. Yes, you know, these modern day clear coats are super, super finicky.
Let's go ahead, get started, and I hope you guys enjoy it as much as I know I'm going to, because I cannot wait to see how good my Maverick looks when this guy is done today, which is going to be, I don't know, 5 or 6 hours from now, probably.
At least, yes. well into the afternoon, we'll be here shooting footage and walking you guys through the process of what I do every day here at AAG Auto Detailing.
All right, man. Well, let's do this.
Right.
All right, here we go.
So this is a wheel cleaner with a little bit of fallout remover in it. So, you know, your brake pads, they make brake dust and it kicks up on the wheels. And so this is gonna all react to it and it's gonna make it all purple. So we sprayed the fallout remover wheel cleaner on the wheels, and you can already see on the rotors there, it's already turning purple. And you can't really tell on the black wheels, but it is reacting to all those, the brake dust that kicks up from your brake pads rubbing together and making dust on the wheels, and any kind of other road contamination that's picking up here. So we're gonna take this is called a wheel woolly, and this kind of gets in those wheel spokes, and you wanna get all that stuff loosened up and cleaned up and get these wheels really looking clean before you go ahead and wash them and spray anything on there to protect them. Now we're gonna do the paint decontamination with another source of an iron fallout remover. So what's gonna happen is particles collect down from the atmosphere, acid rain, that sort of thing. And what can actually happen if you don't end up removing that is it will contaminate your paint and your metal. It can actually eat right through the metal. So it's a crucial process in any step of detailing. And what's gonna happen is we're gonna spray this, and within seconds, it's gonna start reacting. So we just wanna let it sit for just a minute or two, and then all we do is spray it off with the pressure washer. This baby is called a foam cannon. Put a little soap in the bottom of it, you don't need much. And then fill the rest with water. Screw that lid back on, pop it back on your trigger, your wand, and here we go. Well, now that we have the truck all foamed up, you don't have to worry about really doing anything else. You can just take your mitt and just start going over it. It's already soaked up. It just speeds up the process so much more rather than just filling old buckets up. And we're gonna dry the truck off now. We wanna get all that water Now, Christian just asked, am I going to use a leaf blower? The answer to that is no. I have this mitt here, not even a mitt, it's a towel. And this towel, believe it or not, is going to dry this whole truck. All right, so we're all done with the whole decontamination wash process, the drying. It's definitely a process involved in getting this truck all ready to go to start polishing and doing the coating later on today. So right now we're just gonna pull the truck in, we're gonna shut the door, and after that we'll start polishing. All right, so we're gonna get started with the correction process, or the polishing, as you will. This is a brand new truck here. I've got my LED lights all around here so that I can see imperfections. You know, fortunately for Christian here, I don't see a whole lot of imperfections. We saw a couple marks on the back tailgate we'll go after here, but we have our two machines here that we're going to be using today. We got our 3-inch polisher here from Flex, and we have our 21 millimeter 5-inch machine here from Rupes that we're going to be using to polish today. We're going to use this polish here from AAG Coatings. It has a little bit of correction capabilities. We don't want to use a compound that has a heavy cut to it because this is brand new paint. There's not a lot of imperfections. We don't want to mar anything up here, so we're just going to take a nice kind of finishing polish here with a little bit of capability of cutting, and it'll finish right down. And you know, we'll take a couple hours here, go around the truck and get this ready for the next step, which will be our ceramic coating. So stay tuned. While we're wrapped up the polishing work, as I said before, I mean, this was going to be relatively easy. There were a couple little imperfections in here that we found. You know, he put these decals on, he might have been kind of feeling around a little bit with his hands, and being this is a real sensitive clear coat, we had a couple minor imperfections that we just polished out. In this area here, there was some minor little imperfections that we kind of cleaned up a little bit. We found some little defects in this area here, and there was something here in the hood. You know, I know we're kind of picking here about what we're finding, but again, we want to make this paint immaculate before we put this coating on, because this coating is semi-permanent. Okay, everybody, so you've made it to the end. Here we are at the final step, the ceramic coating. So what we have here is, this is our 5-year ceramic coating called AAG Coatings Kenzo Graphene Reinforced. It's our top selling product here at AAG Auto Detailing, and this is what we're going to be applying here. It's a 2-layer system, but first we need to do what's called like a pre-coat. So we have an alcohol-based little spray here that we need to kind of spray and wipe just to remove all those oils left over from the polishing. Okay, we're all finished up with the pre-wipe, pre-coat. So this paint is right now what we call naked. There's nothing on it protecting it. It's polished up, it's ready to go. And now for the first layer of the Kenzo Graphene Reinforced, we're gonna go ahead, we're gonna get our applicator out, and then we're gonna get into the base coat.
Now, the thing is, Andrew, you know, I'm standing here behind the camera, but folks can hear me. I'm looking at the truck, and like, people are gonna see this on the screen. Like, I've got it framed up right now. Truck looks awesome. Truck looks great, and you haven't even started. So, I mean, how much more of a difference are we gonna see here?
It's just incredible what you're gonna see here in just a little while. You're gonna notice the difference between what it looks like now and how it's gonna look when it's finished. So we're ready to apply the base layer of Kenzo. So what we're gonna do here is just turn this upside down. You can see the product coming out. And that's it. So now we're gonna apply So here we are, we're at the end of the base layer. We're gonna give this a little bit of time and intercuring time. Meanwhile, we're gonna go ahead and do the wheels. So we have a separate coating application specifically designed for wheels, but you can already see the difference in the paint and the gloss. It's really starting to pop. I know Christian's excited. And as I said to him just before, it only goes up from here. It's gonna go up another notch once we put that top layer on. These wheels, they have a clear coat on them, just like the paint, clear coat. What happens over time is that brake dust from your pads kicks up and starts setting in there and eventually starts pitting the wheels. And all that heat that happens, plus UV rays and other road contaminants, eventually can eat away at that clear coat, start chipping away. So we want to preserve. These wheels are really nice looking, sharp, black wheels. So we want to preserve that. So we're going to put a actual wheel coating on the faces of these wheels.
Yeah, that looks excellent, Andrew.
Yeah, it's really nice. Really puts a deep shine onto that black wheel. It's just gonna set everything off so much, set that paint off even more.
Okay, the truck is looking awesome. We are finally in the home stretch. I know it's been a long process here. We've been here all day. You're gonna see this kind of broken up into a few minutes, obviously, but the home stretch is here. The last of the applications that we have to do, the last of the entire coating process. We have our top layer here. It's gonna go up one more notch from here. It really is. It's amazing how the level of gloss just intensifies as we go from the washing process, the polishing, the pre-coat, our base layer. Now, finally, we're here at the top layer. And then at the end, it will be the moment everybody's been waiting for, that final result, the final product. Here we are. We're at the end of the whole process. I'm super satisfied with how the truck looks. I really like the color of it. These Mavericks are really growing on me.
All right, man. So it's all done. That was a long day.
Yeah.
I mean, 8 hours we were at this.
Oh, it's incredible. It really is. The gloss, just the slickness. You're really gonna enjoy it, man.
I mean, I can't thank you enough, man.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's, like I said at the beginning, we've been talking about doing this for a long time. You know, first thing I needed was a Maverick.
Yeah,
and it took a long
time. It took 11 months to get it in.
I hope that all of you who are watching enjoyed a look at this. If you're, you know, a Maverick owner, or if you've just been thinking about getting your truck detailed and professionally coated, I think this gives a lot of good information.
It does.
I wish you guys all the best and hope you're having a great time with your vehicles as well. Take care.
All right, see you guys.